Was thanks to 2 bases-loaded walks in the 9th, giving Houston a 5-4 victory. And now, more on the Astros sign stealing. We've read so many comments from viewers and fans mentioning how everyone's doing it, and MLB's throwing the book at the Astros only because Houston is not New York or Boston. Well, those arguments do not hold any weight, according to our former Major League scout, Jeremy Booth, on the Extra Bases podcast.
Yankees, CC Sabathia, if these guys are cheating and it's going to get found out, they're not saying anything. The Astros just showed you what that looks like because they said nothing for months. Even after the verdict came out, they said nothing after that.
Yeah, that was
because they were guilty. People who are guilty in those situations know they're guilty, and that was how you knew it was up. Now look, it was an article came out, so it's not my verbiage. It was an open secret inside baseball. It was an open secret inside baseball. But baseball has a way of taking care of itself. It wasn't the other clubs who went the same way. And the argument of, hey, you know, Johnny jumped off a bridge, Jason, so I'm going to do the same thing. That didn't work with my mom, and it doesn't work today. So we're not going to continue to go with that. We're just going to have to look at what the Astros have this season, what they expect, and really what the future holds with a lot of contracts. And, man, there's a clip somewhere, I'm sure of this too, with us talking about a lot of contracts coming up to be due real soon. And the Astros need to make organizational decisions because there was nothing in the system. Shazam. Where we are right now. To be honest with you, I would have traded Springer already.
Really?
Get 4 players for him. I'm moving guys before this stuff comes out because I'm retooling my system knowing I have nothing in it.
So you say that you would have traded Springer before the MLB report came out?
I'd have traded all these guys and done business as usual.
Really?
Not Altuve, not some of the guys that you gotta have to keep around. Bregman is immovable because of the attitude. So, I mean, that's just what it is. No one wants to play with the guy.
I don't believe that.
I'd tell you, no one wants to play with the guy.
Okay.
I would have done what I had to do to retool the system with players because I don't have anything else.
No, it's lean.
Guys, there's nothing there. It's a long road back. So the worst thing we keep going back. It's so hard to get away from it. We want to talk about the Astros this year. They don't have enough. I'm with you. We want to talk about what's coming in the future. I don't know because there's nothing in the system, so it's hard to talk about it. We keep coming back to this era that they just cheated in because this was that golden era in Houston baseball where the Astros could say, yeah, but we got one. Like, yeah, we get it. Like, we're barren now. We're starting over, but we got one. It can't happen now. You can say it all you want, but everybody's going, Are you sure? Are you sure? You're not really that sure, are you?
And that's just a taste of what you can hear on the first 2 episodes of Extra Bases, which you can find wherever you download your podcast. You know, I wish I'd push back more on that Alex Bregman take that he's immovable, no one wants him. I mean, come on, Jeremy. The guy's an all-star caliber player at third and short.
Right. Leave it to me to disagree with a former Major League scout because I've never been in that position. But just with the eye test, I understand guys are upset with Alex, and as far as we know, he was, somewhat involved in that scheme, thanks to the report and all the reports that have come out. He's still a great player, and players want to win, and organizations want to do the same. I just don't see, although there might be some animosity now, I don't see an organization saying, you know what, no, we don't want Alex because our fans don't like him. They're going to be fine with him if they win.
Oh, I think so too. He's the kind of guy that when he's on your team, you definitely pull for him. You probably don't like him when he's on the opponent's team.
Right.
I agree with his college coach. I think you go back to 2017, he was young in the majors. Maybe that played a role in him not stepping out and doing something about it. But what kills me, there's a lot to pick through there. Maybe not pick at, but to sort through what Jeremy said. And it seems to be lost in all of this is that everyone thinks the Astros were horrible last year and they cheated the last few years.
Right.
They almost won the World Series last year with this team. And I understand them sticking with George, not trying to get something for you. Maybe that's a smart thing, business type thing to do. I say stick with him, try to re-sign him. You may not be able to, but let's go get this thing because he's hungry as ever. And the fact that Breggy is hard to move, I really find that hard to believe.
Yeah, and then you have a fan posting video from Friday night in Florida heckling the Astros, and then Brent Strom responds.
You guys keeping a trophy? You're gonna give it back. How about that? How about the rings? Are you gonna keep the rings? You gonna keep the rings?
So this is only spring training. It's going to be even worse during the regular season. What is the answer for the Astros? Just do what Strami did?
Honestly, from the very beginning, I thought they should have taken the villain approach. Maybe have Jim Crane come out and apologize, and because it didn't matter what you were going to say, and we've talked about this before. It didn't matter. You were going to appease the masses, okay? Unless you give back the trophy, you're not going to appease the masses. So just take the villain approach. If somebody starts yelling at you, some guy in the stands that doesn't know anything about your team, just yell back like Brent Strom did. I have never in my sports fandom decided, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to record myself heckling millionaires over there playing a game that I've never even played at this level before. I think it's so bizarre, but it's the product of the social media world.
It is. That's exactly what it is. Oh, once this hit and it blew up, we're going to see everybody doing this.
For sure.
Anybody that gets close to the bullpen, the dugout, they're going to be shouting. But what the Astros have to do is just wear it. They need to wear this and keep going. And again, we've said it from the start, the only way to stop it is to come out and win. I really thought my MLB guy was wrong. I thought it was going to come out this past week. It will come out at some point. The other teams will find out maybe not what exactly they're doing. I think if other teams' names come out, then it will quiet down a little bit. But until that point, I mean, Jose Altuve is getting booed today at his home stadium. Because all the Cardinals fans there, he walks up. I mean, the guys on the radio, I was listening on the radio, and they could not ignore it. It was so loud.
Yeah.
And that's Jose Altuve.
At a spring training game.
At a spring training game.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is a big reason why the guys cannot wait for tomorrow's day off.